Alright, so today we're going to learn how to do test corrections, and the two big things that you need to do on your paper today is put sample at the top and also put your name. You wouldn't put E. McRae because that's me, and this is Unit 1. So when you're filling out your test correction paper, you're going to put the number missed here and the number of test corrections completed. You should always complete all of your test corrections, but sometimes students get behind and they can only complete a few, and so that'll help me determine your new grade, which Ms. McRae will put right here in this area. So the first question that I ask you is, what grade did you make on the assessment, and what grade did you want to make on the assessment, and what grade did you make on the assessment? Ms. McRae is going to pretend that she wanted to get a 98 and she really got an 87, okay? And list 3 strategies that I can improve on for my next test grade, for the next unit. I didn't really study my study guide, so study and complete study guide. Now you should be writing all of this down because this is our sample and we're practicing. I also didn't review over my notes, so I think that next time I will review over notes. And the last thing that I know I really didn't work on really hard is I didn't complete all of my interactive notebook assignments. Okay, so I missed 4 questions, and so I know that I need to go look through my test packet, and so you're going to reference your test packet here, and you're going to figure out how many questions that you missed. Document questions are going to be questions that have a passage, and you may want to add that as a note, a passage. Recall questions are basic memory. So that's going to be anything that, like how many pillars of Islam are there? 5, basic recall. An image can be a map. An application is where you have to apply your knowledge, okay? So I'm going to leave that one, just application is what it is. So I only missed 4 questions, and the 2 questions that I missed 2 passage questions when I looked at them, and then I also missed 2 applications, okay? And what type of question did I miss the most? Well, I missed a passage, document questions, and application the most, okay? So doesn't seem very focused. Let me see if I can get it focused for you. Give it 1 second. There we go. All right. So that is the last part that you fill out on your paper. Now, on this paper right here, this example will go on a separate sheet of paper, so you need to put that here. It goes on a separate sheet, okay? So what you will do on your separate sheet of paper is you will set your paper up just like this box right here. And so Ms. McRae is going to put E. McRae right here just in case this paper ends up getting separated from this front page, but it shouldn't. And I'm going to put Unit 1 test corrections. Okay, and then I'm going to put what question number I missed, which I missed question number, let's see, 7. Okay, and why did I miss the question? So you write just like this. And so what you will do is you will pick from the options here on your previous paper. I did not understand what the question was asking. I was unfamiliar with 1 or 2 words, list here. I did not ask a question about this topic. I did not fully read or annotate the document or questions. And you can pick 1 or 2. So one thing that I know that I didn't do with one of my document questions is I didn't know some of the words. So I'm going to put like a bullet point here and put I was unfamiliar. I'll wait for the bell. Was unfamiliar with one or more words. Codify. And then I will put the testing strategy that I need to use, okay? So, and one thing that I would do for Miss McCray on your test corrections is underline this. And your testing strategies that you can use are on your paper here. So you can process of elimination, use context clues, read and annotate the document, or take my time answering the question, okay? So, testing strategies. Next time, Miss McCray is going to use the process of elimination. Okay? Then the last two things you need to do is you need to put your essential standard. Your essential standard, you'll get a paper like this that has your essential standard for each unit. You'll look at the question that you missed, and then you'll pick from the essential standards which ones you think goes with the question. So, for instance, Miss McCray missed a question about the pyramids being an awesome achievement. So my essential standard is going to be 2.9 for world history. And it talks about evaluate the achievements of ancient civilizations in terms of their enduring cultural impact. All right. At the top, you want to put what the correct answer is so that Ms. McCray can check to see. If you are having a hard time finding the correct answer, then you need to just ask Ms. McCray because I can help you. And so I know that I put C for number 7, but really the correct answer is number A, or letter A, excuse me. And the last thing that I'll do on this test correction paper is I'm going to put my explanation of why I missed it. This can be one sentence. It doesn't need to be a paragraph, but also if you don't do this sentence, I will not count your test corrections. So I know that I missed a question about the pyramids, and so I'm going to say that the pyramids were a lasting contribution from the Egyptians to honor their pharaohs. All right, you just keep it real simple and basic, but this is what the process that you're going to do for each test correction, okay? And when you are done with your paper, what you will do is you will take this sample paper, or you'll take your test correction paper, and you will staple it to your test corrections, and you will turn them into Ms. McCray, and I will give you half credit back. Let me grab a stapler real quick. And I will staple it just like this, and I will turn it into Ms. McCray. When you are done with your sample and you have completed this process of writing all this information down and you've gone through this video, then you need to staple your sample and bring it to Ms. McCray so I can stamp it, and I will also give you a completion grade. Please let me know if you have any questions.